One reader asks whether it would have been possible for Rwanda to have achieved full economic recovery without an autocratic approach. Frankly, I find when I travel around poor countries that people are less interested in issues of democracy or autocracy than we Americans often are. If you go to people in the villages, then things that they focus on are access to clean water, jobs, healthcare, getting a school there. And so far, the evidence is mixed about what kind of a government is going to be more effective in getting schools built, clinics built, providing jobs, whether it's a democracy or an autocracy. There is a little bit of evidence that in poor countries, autocracies may sometimes be a little bit more effective, but also that autocracies have more downside risk and can have more famines, more brutal repression. So I don't think there's a strong correlation there one way or the other. One additional point I'd make, though, is that when we in America talk about spreading democracy, and I think this is indeed a value, that it is something that should be one of the things we try to spread, we tend to think only of elections, and democracy is about so much more than holding elections. And it's especially about building institutions that can provide monitoring, that can provide checks and balances on authority, on corruption. That can be things like freedom of the press. It can be free judiciary. It can be an opposition party. It can be protection of minorities. And I think that if we were to do a little bit more to try to encourage those kinds of checks and balances in a society, rather than just focusing single-mindedly on holding an election and then sort of stepping back and letting things unfold, that actually people in these countries would be rather better off.